will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still
I'm not beat.
talk my shit.
I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm not beat.
Whatever.
I'm not beat.
There's different technicalities to the shit.
I'm not beat. I'm not beat.
I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello.
Call me like 5 hours away.
Alright.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm not bitch. I'm not beat. I'm not beat.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a
I'm
petty
not
bitch,
beat.
and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm just playing. I'm not bitch. I'm not beat.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm not beat. I'm just playing. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Oh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. 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 I'm just playing.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday, or whenever you're watching this. Good morning, guys. We are going to do a very special reaction video. Olivia went live last night, I think in like the wee hours of the night, because when I got up in the morning, it was there. It's 2 hours long, 2 hours and 1 minute to be exact. You know me, I listened to it on 1.5, so I got through it, I think, in probably almost maybe a little over an hour, but it was quite interesting. What's my first impressions? She completely trashed her husband, ex-husband rather, and his fiance from start to finish. Olivia, in my opinion, is doing irreparable damage to her relationship with her children by continuing to trash the father and now the fiance. But she goes into a lot of detail. Normally, I mean, I've kind of backed off a little bit of covering these lives because they are boring. They are very boring. She never says anything new, but hey, today she you know, she was talking, she was running that mouth, and you know, I mean, girl, what can I say? What can I say? I can show you better than I can tell you, so we're gonna get into this in just a minute. Guys, I just want to remind you guys, we are in the middle of November. She called it Lievember, but you know, over here we call it this. Guys, it's Lievember over here, and it is what it is. And let's go ahead and get into this. Olivia, girl, let it go. Not even so much let it go. You already know. Sis is mad. She's mad. The divorce decree did not really go her way. Yesterday, she said she finally spent some time reading the order, because I don't think she said she really didn't get it. So hey, that's not our problem, right? She didn't get it. She didn't understand. I think she finally read the divorce decree and understands now that at the end of the day, her husband, ex-husband rather, has the say so in how the children are managed. And what it boils down to is Christian had a game and homegirl was salty. Let's get into it.
You're getting cramps.
Oh my God.
You had a dream, love?
Some of this we're gonna just have
Did
to
you see your
speed through
well?
because y'all, I've
Well, you
already
guys,
heard
honestly, I'm as
this.
well as I'm gonna be. You know what I mean? I'm as well as I'm gonna be at this moment. Like it is what it is at this moment, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? I told myself that I'm not going to react the way that people want me to react, because you know how like when you've spent so much time feeling a certain type of way and then you don't feel that way anymore, and it's just like it's dead. Like all the feelings inside of you are dead.
It's
So it's pretty
amazing
much like
how
where I'm
she
at.
changed
Like I
her
can't really like.
feelings.
I'm irritated.
It's amazing how she changes her feelings like every 5 minutes.
To get me really to an angry point, it would take like I really can't get to that point anymore with a specific person. I just can't. Like I just don't have any I don't know. I just don't have it in me to get angry. I simply came on here on Friday to voice my opinion and my frustrations, because this is the type of stuff that's going on behind the scenes, and this is the type of stuff that I deal with. You know what I mean? So that's why I felt like it was necessary to come on live and say what I had to say, because on the other hand, people like to come onto live and paint me out to be a certain type of parent and woman and mother, and it's just I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I'm not going to stand for it.
Okay.
I heard Jella said something. Jella said something like, no matter who paints me out to be, or whatever she say, whatever they say about me, she knows I'm a great mother. Girl, I know I'm a great mother. You know what I mean? I know that within myself. There's been a lot done to me in this past couple years that's made me feel some type of way about myself.
I don't think Gerard said she was a bad mother. I think what she says later in the live is that he called her a ain't shit ass mother. Okay. I don't know. She's not my mom. I
really
haven't
had to fight through
experienced that with her.
and no,
But
like
I think he
stand on
said
who I
she
know
was
I
a
am. Like I
ain't
know I'm a great
shit
mother,
ass
and
mother.
that's all there is to it.
That's what I think she said that he said. I don't know. She
But what's
ain't
going on behind the scenes is very sickening, and it's
Mm.
very sad. Like people are like talking about they're gonna pray for me. I don't want you guys to pray for me. Okay, excuse me, princess.
Y'all, who said that they were going to pray for her? I know yesterday I said she needs to pray for herself. She needs to ask God for what she wants at the end of the day. But girl, as far as I'm sure she's not directing any of that towards anyone over here, girl. We were like, sis, you need to pray for yourself, honey, because at the end of the day, yeah, you got yourself in this mess, and you gonna be the one to get yourself out of it.
Anyway,
Okay.
there's so much gaslighting.
Ask Jasmine to help you.
Towards
Maybe
me
Jasmine
on
can
social
help
media.
you.
And it's just crazy. But yeah.
I love how she talks about gaslighting. Guys, if you're new here, these chats are
really
subscriber only. Make sure
really
that you hit the subscribe button
like
so you can join in the chat, okay?
Just depressed. And I'm trying not to feel like this. I'm trying to like get myself out of it. But it's been hard. It's been hard. Just for the simple fact that, you know, I wanted to see my kids. I really wanted to see them. I haven't seen them in a very long time.
You shouldn't have got yourself all hyped about
you know, we weren't able to see each
a
other.
court order that you're not familiar with.
And then he thinks he's slick. My ex is so funny. He won't let me see my kids, but he sends me a flyer for Christian's game.
Just in case you wanted to show up.
Send me a damn flyer for their games, okay? Any other time he tells me figure it out. I sent you a schedule, you figure it out. I ain't telling you nothing. You figure it out. But he sends me the actual flyer with the address and everything so clear on there.
And
this
then
is the only time he's ever done that.
And then you failed. Did you go?
That is so he could turn around and say, "I let you come to the game."
Did you go?
But I let you come to the game. Like, I'm gonna come to a game.
It's not about you and Gerard, dummy. It's about your son. Look, no matter how Gerard serves it up to you, at the end of the day, it's not about you and Gerard. It's about your son who is playing.
To me, honestly, y'all, it seems like I can't see my kids unless I have to be around him. That's what it feels like at this point. Like, he won't let me come get them from school. If I come get them from school, you don't have to see me. I don't have to see you. We don't have to deal with
They don't know you at the school.
He wants me to meet him at a certain point.
They don't know you.
I can't come get my kids, but you want me to come to this game where you're at. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be around him. Like, I don't want to. If I don't have to, I don't want to. And then
you can sit on the other side
when you're not letting me take my kids for the weekends. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb anymore behind him. And I'm not gonna play that stupid game. I'm not gonna get upset. Because people I was talking to, they're like, I would go up to that game and I would do this and I would do. No, I'm not gonna do that. Because my kids' feelings are number one to me. Of course, first of all, if I see them and they see me, they're gonna want to come with me. They're gonna be sad that they can't come with me. They're gonna want to come with me. And then I'm gonna have to let them down and say, no, you can't come with me. What for what? For what? Why can't I? You guys, that's what I'm saying. This whole situation is so effed up at this point. I did not lose my kids because I was a drug addict, because I was neglectful, because I was hurting them, because I couldn't take care of them. My kids were taken from me against my will for no reason. And now I'm dealing with this shit. Because I was stupid enough to think that this man wouldn't do this shit to me. I was dumb enough to think he would not cross me like this.
Oh, well.
That's why I'm dealing with this. So in turn, he thinks that he owns the children and I'm just a bystander, okay, who has no rights, no say, no nothing.
He does own the children with you. I mean, they're his kids too.
That's where you were going to be treating me like I am a nothing. I have no rights. I probably wouldn't even be able to sit with my kids. My kids probably wouldn't be able to sit with me. And then I'm going to just pick up my baby and just walk to my car and leave.
Your kids are not going to be, look, the kids are going to be, doesn't Ryan put on cheerleading clothes? Doesn't Ryan, like, in the little cheer squad, the little junior cheer squad? I don't know what Robin does, but Christian will be playing, ma'am. Christian will be playing, and you need to be sitting, watching, and supporting.
That's what
maybe even vlogging. Hey guys, I'm sitting here. We're making the best out of a situation. Christian's playing his game. Let me take some pictures.
Because you'd rather them sit at that house up under that lady than be with their mom.
Their future stepmother.
See, I'm not about to play these games. I'm not about to play them.
Olivia, you stop playing games.
You know what I mean? I know myself. I know that there's no reasons why I can't get up and be like, come on, baby, let's go. And take my kids where I want.
Girl, stop.
Because they're my children.
Because you're not trustworthy.
So instead of putting them through that, putting them through any type of hurt, any type of anything, I just said, okay, I will hurt. I will take the grunt of the hurt, and I'm not going to go. I'm going to count myself out because, nah. Like I said, this is not back in the day, and this is not where you're going to catch Olivia slipping in any type of way, because I don't have no reason to trip. I have a lot of reason, but I'm not going to go there because the feelings that I once had over this situation are no longer there. They're gone, disintegrated, over with, past all that. But now you're trying to use my children in order to hurt me constantly. Do you guys know that I have footage that I have not uploaded and I will not upload because there's no reason to? My kids, when they leave my house on Sunday night, mommy, please don't make me go. Mommy, please. When am I going to come back with you? Mommy, I don't want to go. Ryan's crying. Man, you guys have no idea. And just because you see an Instagram post of a party or some bullshit that's going on over there and my kids are smiling for the moment, you act like they don't cry themselves to sleep. Like they don't cry and ask for mommy, want mommy. They all have cell phones. I'm not allowed to call nobody's cell phone. I'm not allowed to speak to them over the weekend. I'm only allowed to speak to them 3 days a week for a half an hour. And
are they allowed to call you? If they have cell phones, can they call you? Why don't you say, hey, Robin, call mom? I mean, maybe you can't call them because you fucked up. I mean, at the end of the day, no, maybe you don't need to disrupt their schedule. Look, Olivia, at the end of the day, everybody, there's thousands of hours of video on this internet, no matter if you delete it or not, of you being disagreeable and less than helpful to your ex-husband when he was trying to see the kids, talk to the kids. You'd be on live talking mess. You were going out on dates. You were scantily clad. You were over there on OnlyFans, butt naked, slapping your ass with a leather belt, all kinds of weird shit. I don't even know who would pay for that stuff from you. When you have mostly a female audience, no one wants to see your big pale behind. At the end of the day, it's disgusting. You are a whole mother with a son and 2 daughters, and you're over here trying to be like a porn star on OnlyFans. Your husband had to come and rescue the children, and then he divorced your ass. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not nice. I'm sure you feel like shit, but at the end of the day, this is what you set up for yourself when you decided to pack the kids up and go to Florida the first time. That's how he met the woman that he's getting ready to marry. You left your spot open. Even though he came to Florida and married you, she's going to talk about all of this in the live, guys, so let me not spoil it. But homegirl talked about a lot of stuff, so let's keep going.
And even at that time, their calls are being monitored. Either the girlfriend is hovering over the phone or he's hovering over the phone.
The
so my kids are not
fiance.
comfortable to speak to me. They're just like, everything's yes, no. You don't understand what is being done to my children.
I'm sure some
and it's
people
just a
fell
big
asleep
game to everybody
watching
on the
this.
internet because they think that this is just affecting Olivia. Ha ha ha, this is just affecting Olivia. No, this is actually traumatizing the crap out of my kids. Traumatizing the crap out of my kids. So
Really?
it's fine. Like I said, I'm not coming on here and I'm not asking you guys, what do I do? Please tell me what to do. Please tell me what to do. I'm not saying that. I know what I'm about to do. I already know what's about to happen.
Okay.
I'm coming on here because for the last 2 years that I've been going through this, I have been painted out. He has got onto social media. He's called me stupid. I'm dumb. I'm a bitch. He's literally called me out my name. I'm stupid. He's talking about my mama. My mama's pale. My mama this. My mama that. And I don't call my kids. I don't ask for my kids. I don't do this. I moved all the way from Florida to Texas twice. First
Did
time,
he ask
so my
you to
kids
move
could
back?
be around you, but you played around and you stopped coming around my kids because of whatever. So I left back to Florida because I needed help with my children. Not off, no, I'm gonna take the kids from you. How he tried to, I'm so sure I left in the middle of the night. All this bullshit that he's been saying and that has been painted out about me. I clearly told him. Now I realize I have to record every single time I speak to this person because he makes up crap in his head. I clearly told him when I left Texas and went to Florida last time, I told him weeks ahead of time, I'm leaving and I'm going back to Florida. That's what I said.
Leaving
No, you're
and
not.
I'm
No, you're
going
not.
back to
Yes,
Florida.
I am. Because you're not helping me. You're not coming around to see the kids. I'm just out here with the kids by myself. You're not helping. You're not coming to see them. You're not coming to get them. You're not nothing. I wanted him to take his kids. I wanted him to be around his kids. I didn't even have a problem with his girlfriend being around his kids. I did not care anymore. I didn't care. I just wanted help with the kids. And you're the father. Help me. But he wouldn't. So, okay, fine. I was like, I'm going to leave. But once I left, he wanted to play all these games, all these games. And then when I come on social media, she took my kids. No, I didn't. I did not. And when I got to Florida, I picked up your phone call and I told you where I was at. You talked to the kid. It's like, I have been painted out to be this certain type of way. And I have not recorded none of it. I didn't record all the times he came to my house. He, oh my God, he was harassing me. It was like harassment. It was harassment up until the point when he couldn't harass me anymore because he was caught. And then he wasn't coming around at all. So it's like, okay, I took my kids and I left. Duh. Why would I stay? But then you put me through all this shit, bro. All this shit. And you put my children through all this shit. And for what? For what? It's so sad. And this is the reason why. So my kids could avoid all this stuff, all this extra BS that they have to deal with now. They're like the backseat of his BS life. Like they have to endure all that crap. And if they don't play along, they get in trouble.
I don't understand what her end game is in this.
Anyway, my whole
because
point of saying
it's
all of that
not going to
is
turn
I came
out
back to
good
Texas to be around my kids.
saying all of this stuff
Because unlike
against
him, I
him
cannot
because
live
it's
without them.
going
I
to
don't get up and I don't
appear
move.
the court frowns on this type of dialogue. And I'm sure they warned her against trashing him on the internet. And what she's going to say is, I'm not doing it. And maybe she feels like when something doesn't happen immediately, there's no like immediate kind of repercussions for running her mouth like this. Maybe she thinks she's in the clear, but very well, someone could be holding on to this video, this dialogue, and just making a complete, kind of history of her even moving to the state and still can't. Like, you need to get out the house, lady. You need to find some hobbies. Maybe even, I know that YouTube is her full-time job, but I'm saying find something to do. Find something to do that can occupy your time so that when the kids are not with you, oh yeah, you got a whole baby over there. That's interesting. Well, I don't even think she's interested in, she can't focus on the baby because she's busy worrying about what's going on with the children. And just like Antonisha told you months ago, why don't you focus on what you got over there on your baby? We got this one over here. Huh? How about
Like he has
that?
done time and time again. I have nobody out here. It's just me. I have nobody out here, and I don't care. I don't need people. I don't give a shit. I don't.
Where's your mom? I thought you said your mom stays with you. So maybe her mom went back to Florida. Maybe Stella, I mean, I wouldn't blame Stella. At the end of the day, Stella probably needs to get a break. This is a grown woman who raised 2 kids. However she did it, she did it. And these children need to be living and managing stuff on their own. Maybe she left and went back to California, but she says she's out here by herself. So what does that mean? You got AJ, you got Chicago Smart, but what else?
Care. People think I don't feel no types of way. I don't no. But I'm just making the point where I don't have anybody out here, and he knows that. So the fact that he didn't let me see my kids this weekend really shows what time he's on with this whole situation, and that's fine. And I get it. He's gonna say, oh, it's in the court order. You can't see the kid. Okay, but what about your moral compass?
Gerard is not playing with you,
sis. And right is right and wrong is wrong. And if you're really not trying to keep my kids away from me, why couldn't I see my kids before the week of Thanksgiving? And I'm not,
because he wanted to make sure that Christian made it to the game. And also, you hurt his feelings. He had to pay child support to you. You lied, said you weren't getting it. The receipts are there. You got it. You made it difficult for him to pick up his kids. He had to call the police. He gets the kids, you call the police, and then you get on live stream saying that he's kidnapping the children. You set up a GoFundMe saying that you needed money in the defense of getting your children back from a kidnapper. Ma'am, you must, you're gaslighting. You're gaslighting. And at the end of the day, you can't be mad because at the end of the day, he is using basically the same tactics you used. You gaslighted him, and you feel like you're being gaslighted back. You made it hard for him. He's making it hard for you back. You got to be careful in this life because sometimes the ass that you give someone to kiss might be getting served up to you the exact same way. And if he's giving you his ass to kiss, oh, well, you're just going to have to deal with it.
I'm not going to see them for a whole 2 more weeks. Why wouldn't you let them see me and me see them? Why?
Because he doesn't have to. Why wouldn't you let him get the kids 10 minutes early?
Because that court order was made
instead of him having to get Largo PD.
When I had nobody sticking up for me, defending me. And that crazy ass court order was signed. Oh my gosh. At a certain point, y'all, the judge wouldn't even let me back in the courtroom. Before the judge made his final ruling in his head, he wouldn't let me back in the courtroom. He couldn't confront me. That judge, I showed up to every single hearing on time. I was there defending myself because okay, I'll defend myself. I don't have nothing to defend. What have I done? My kids are not hurt. They're not starving. They're not,
It's not so much what have you done? Why couldn't you defend yourself? You needed to defend yourself as a mother. You needed to defend yourself as the primary caregiver. You needed to defend your relationship with the children. You needed to defend being able to keep primary custody and be able to help in making decisions because you failed to answer emails and show up in the right way. Put your money into a lawyer instead of nails and lashes and men and recording sessions and alcohol and all of the things that we saw you putting money into, tattoo supplies, beauty school that you did not finish, beauty school supplies, all of the things that you put money into. Instead of putting money into those things, instead of giving money to your boyfriend who stayed at your house for 3 months, Why didn't you put money into a lawyer? So you could defend your motherhood, so that you could defend your custody, so that you could defend keeping your kids in Florida. That's what you needed to defend. Don't you understand? You act like you're really dumb and slow. You don't get it, but I guess you get it now when you're walking in that house looking at empty bedrooms.
Clothed, they're bathed, they're in school, and all this extra, oh, they didn't go to school. Bullshit. That was bullshit. It was COVID, and they didn't have school. Schools were not going on because you guys remember that kids didn't go to school for a lot of weeks. But he tried to turn that around and say I didn't take them to school. Okay.
Well, you either didn't get them online, you did not call the school. Even during COVID, when you did not attend school, when children didn't attend school, they still needed to be contacted. If you did not contact the school to say my child is sick, my child's going to be out, I think Boo Boo has COVID, she won't be here or he won't be here, that's your fault. You needed to get your ass up, call the school, and bring them. And if they couldn't go to school, you needed to call. You needed to get a doctor's note. The school is not going to just say the kids were not coming to school if the kids did not come to school. You might want to get with Strong Mommy Chrissy on that one, because apparently she had a problem with that too. The school is not just going to count you out. If you're supposed to have the kids online, then the kids need to be online at a certain time to check in on the computer so that they are counted in attendance for that day. If you don't do that, then they get counted as truant for the day or absent for the day. And then they have an absence, right? Like, you got to understand, like, you pretending that you don't understand, you know how to put on that, you know how to get yourself together for a photo shoot for your birthday. You know how to get your ass down there to the tattoo shop, but you don't know how to call your kids in that they're not going to be at school for the day. You don't seem to. It's serious. Children have a right to their education. And once you enter your children into school and they are a certain age, it is your obligation to make sure that they get to school every day as a parent. That's your obligation, entering them into public school and school, period. So they're in school. The school is wondering where they are. They don't show up for a period of time. They're going to call. Just because it's COVID, you need to call and check in and let them know when the children were not coming, if the children had COVID, if the children were not able, if you felt like you could not get the kids online because you're too busy online to make sure that they're checking into school. I don't know what to tell you. If you needed tutoring, if you needed one-on-one, you needed to let the school know that you needed that type of support. But girl, you were busy. You were busy. Okay? You were busy, and your children lost out on their education for a period of time. You moving them around, not registering them for school, and not doing all the things that you were supposed to do, so that when the judge is reviewing who is the more capable, more stable parent, apparently you were not the one, sis. I don't know why. I mean, only you can tell us. What you're telling us now is that you were not found to be unfit, but you were found something. You were found something because they're over there and you're where you're at. He's got the custody and you don't. So you were able to get to your divorce party just fine, right? Let's keep going.
Anything wrong? Nothing. I'm telling you, they freaking got over on me, and they can do the same to you. They can do the same thing to you. They can do the same thing to anybody.
They can do
any mother out there. So that was my biggest regret, not having a lawyer. My biggest regret.
Girl, but you had them lashes though.
Because I would never.
You didn't have a lawyer, but you certainly had some lashes.
Even during our worst times, when he was trying to sleep with me and sleep with that lady, and he was playing all these games, I still let him see his kids. I never kept his kids away from him, ever. So in my mind, I'm like, he would never do this to me. Why would he do this to me? Why would he do this to them? Why would he take a mother away from?
Why would you do that to him?
He wouldn't do that. I kept saying that to myself. He wouldn't do that. Even when I was in court, going to court this last time, I thought he was just trying to get 50-50. Like, I thought he was trying to, like, put that in stone. I didn't even really understand that he was trying to take my children away from me. I didn't
Maybe if
understand
you
that.
would have read
I
the
didn't really understand
emails,
shit
you
that was
would
going
know.
on. But that's my fault, and I take responsibility for that. But it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But all this extra BS, I can see my kids, I can talk to them whenever I want. It's not true. They're being kept away from me at all costs. Any little time I get with them, that's all he wants me to get with them, and that's it. Until yesterday or until Friday, he never clarified any game, where any of his games were. He never told me where his practices were. He never told me nothing. He doesn't man, there's so much, girl. There's so much. But even this last week, he was acting like he was gonna let me take the kids. And then I don't know, maybe the last minute, I don't know, he thought, no, I'm not gonna let her take the kids, but he could have just told me he wasn't gonna let me take the kids instead of me driving all the way to the airport, and then he's like, oh, I'm not there. And imagine, this is all because I want to see my kids. I want to be a part of their life, and I want to see them. And this is being taken away from me. she's
so weird. You know, I'm
anyway.
sure Gerard has got to be so. Well, let's let this play because we'll never get through this. Her understand. She's very slow. Unless she just she picks the situation, and that's the reason. The reason you're not with Gerard is because 2 months after you got married, you went on a girls trip and screwed some random guy in Houston, and then you smeared it in his face, and he decided he was leaving at that moment. I guess there's other reasons why you're by yourself, but at the end of the day, you are not married for a reason. Your husband left and went back to Texas and started the divorce process and has taken up with someone else because that person probably provided some level of understanding and comfort that he was not getting at the house. And at the end of the day, he may be a man who enjoys being in a relationship.
Sent my kids back to me, but then he wants to put that I didn't comply with the drug test. How didn't I comply with the drug test when you clearly told me if I didn't comply, you wouldn't have sent my kids back to me? What happened?
You have a whole kid there that needs a lot of attention, and you are sitting on live stream for 2 hours
like
when the baby should be.
So much.
You guys should be laying down and going to sleep.
It's so much, you guys. What is the matter?
You're talking. It's late at night. Do you see how much dust is on this fire extinguisher? Hold on.
So funny. He's like Humpty Dumpty, y'all.
You're
Anyway,
like Humpty
I'm
Dumpty.
telling you guys all of this. You guys don't even know, like, little boy. There is nothing wrong with you. Is it because you want to sit up? Is it because you want to sit up?
You've been in that house for 2-3 weeks. You haven't been able to get over there with a microfiber and wipe off that dusty ass fire extinguisher.
Y'all hear him clapping? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Oh my god. Just don't repeat my mistake, ladies. Don't ever trust anybody, even the person you lay down and have kids with. Don't trust them, because if somebody sees.
Look, let's say it like this. If you are in a cheating ass.
First of all, I already know what it is. I got over.
If you are in a cheating ass, disrespectful ass relationship and you can't be trusted, then I would say more than likely you can't trust the person you're with. Because if you're not trustworthy, something in you is also something that's in them. If you are dealing with someone disrespectfully, lying, cheating, doing the most, and it's possible that they're doing you the same way, why would you trust them? I think that's just obvious. Neither one of you can trust each other, right? So Olivia is really, really ridiculous. She says, you know, she's not smart, guys. This is why she's in the situation she's in. This is why she is in public humiliation at this moment, because she is thinking that because she has some sort of privilege. I don't know if she thinks it's putty cat privilege, because, you know, let's face it, ladies, a lot of us think because we got something good in the middle, that we get special privileges, right? There's pretty privilege, there's putty cat privilege, there's all different kinds of privilege, right? She's operating in some sort of zone of privilege where she thinks that the treatment she gave Gerard is not the treatment that she should get. And I know it's not because she thinks she did her damn thing as a wife. I know it's because she didn't believe that she did her damn thing as the custodial parent while she was running amok and not giving a fuck. I know that that was not what she was thinking. Comment down below and tell me, if you're in the chat right now, why do you think, give me a reason why you think Olivia is at the house with Baby Smart, okay? Versus all the children with the web kids and Baby Smart.
Who wants to control and manipulate somebody. And who knows? Maybe sits around and wishes they had family, wishes they had kids, wishes they had somebody.
So this is when she kind of trashes Antonisha for being a responsible adult woman who worked in her career, kept it tight and right, and didn't have babies.
I don't know how you could do that to kids.
And didn't have babies with anybody. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Let me just say this: Olivia insulting a 38-year-old woman. I don't know how old Antonisha is, but let's say she's 38. There is nothing wrong, and I'm going to speak on that from experience. There is nothing wrong with being a grown woman who has paid your bills, who has done what you needed to do, and kept it tight and right for the right person that you want to be with to come along. The fact that Antonisha doesn't have children at her age is all of her own business. And the fact that you are 32 years old, can barely read, didn't graduate from high school, can't crush a goal if a goal was presented to you on a silver platter, divorced, and no longer custodial parent over your kids, and she's got them over to her house. Who's looking stupid? She doesn't have two baby fathers. She has no baby father. She's over there helping her future husband with his children and to clean up the mess of the woman who couldn't handle the responsibility. So a judge had to look at you and make a decision, and he thought it better for the children to go to the father's house with his fiance versus be at the mother's house who birthed them from her own uterus and vagina. Make it make sense. So the fact that Antonisha does not have children, yeah, that's her business. Every woman is not running around throwing their putty cat around and offering the men of the world babies for no good ass reason. Maybe she didn't feel that anyone was worthy of her womb in 38 years. Okay. But now that she's going to have a husband, maybe she might.
Because once you break up with these men and they get with these crazy lunatic women out here that have nothing and see your life, you have kids, you had the man, you had the blah, 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 and they want it because they have nothing, they're going to do everything in their power to take it from you so they could take your spot, sort of saying. You know what I mean? And it's crazy and it's delusional and your spot will never be filled. But in their mind.
Well, let's take it this way. Let's use Liv's argument. For my argument first, her argument now, right? Let's take it that way. Bitch, you got tricked out your spot. Okay? If that lady who has nothing, now she has everything. She got your man, she got your kids, she got you looking stupid. So at the end of the day, I said it one way, she's saying it another way, but you're sitting at the house becoming a cat lady. Okay, let me move the optics. Girl, you becoming a whole cat lady over there. You better watch out.
Fine, they have nothing, you know? So it's crazy. It's crazy because I don't know no real woman who would stand by and be like, just. And look, I'm not even trying to bash nobody. I'm just saying the truth. And I'm saying to y'all what to be careful for. Be careful. Ooh. I don't know.
So you don't know a real woman who would be with a guy who's got kids. So what about Jasmine? Isn't Jasmine with a guy who's got a bunch of kids? Chris has 3 other children outside of Jasmine. Chris has 2 other baby mothers. Huh? Jasmine is one of 3, but you don't know what kind of woman would be with a guy who's got other kids. Your friend. Wasn't your friend sitting around just being part of the club when her man was out here sex trafficking and pimping? Jasmine? She was with some guy for I don't even know how long. She said damn near 20 years. Jasmine was with Philip, what, 15, 16 years, according to her, since she was 14, 15 years old. And he's got 10 children, older and younger. Come on, Olivia. You got to think before you speak because you sound stupid. You know somebody. Her name is Jasmine.
Babe, I don't know where she's from. I have no idea, and I don't care. I'm just saying, when those types of females, and I didn't know a person could be so easily manipulated. You know what I mean? But I mean, just think of it. It was a perfect storm. It was somebody that has nothing and can't do shit on their own, and then somebody else that has nothing who wants to control and manipulate somebody. And who knows? Maybe sits around and wishes they had family, wishes they had kids, wishes they had somebody. You know?
So she calls. So you're sitting there saying that your kid's father can't do shit on his own. He's a loser. And then he meets a woman who is controlling, who's got a couple of coins, and this is all conspired to be against you. This, Olivia, you got to let this go because you're going to drive yourself crazy, and you keep talking like this whole video could be turned over to the judge and you could be sitting with nothing. So I almost feel like Olivia is the type of person to sabotage the complete relationship because she's not happy with the way this relationship is going at this moment. She would rather sabotage the relationship to be right. We see this on the YouTube streets all the time, guys. She would rather sabotage the relationship to be right and to say he's wrong rather than to do the hard work, which is shut the fuck up, do what you're told, get things back together to where you can really co-parent in a decent way. She would rather fuck it up all the way so that she can be right and then sit and complain that she can't see her kids at all. Now they've shut down communication, and then Gerard has to sit there and be the bad guy and keep the kids from their mother. She's got to shut up because at the end of the day, it's almost like she wants him to make a choice. And there's only but so much that Antonisha is going to be able to bite her lip to take from this woman disrespecting her. And she is going to be his wife. And you cannot sit up there and talk about his wife and the kid's stepmother. It's disrespectful. I don't know if they talk about her or not. I almost believe that Antonisha does not. And if she does, I would imagine that she would never say anything in front of the kids. I would hope. I'm assuming that that's the case. Olivia talks about stuff very recklessly in front of her children, and that is not appropriate. And I'm sure that the judge would frown on her doing that, but she can't seem to control herself. That's not an excuse, but she can't seem to control herself. This is just a very bad display of co-parenting gone wrong. And I think that she's going to have herself in major trouble. She does not want to seem to comply with shutting up.
Is it good? He's doing on his thing. Why you keep falling out, babe? Oh my god, you guys! I gotta straighten my hair, and I don't want to.
Why do you have to straighten your hair? You have nothing else to do. Did you straighten up that room?
Like this judge, the judge that was on the case wasn't supposed to be on the case. So that judge was like, he was arranged to be there for some reason, but he was not even supposed to be the judge on the case. Everybody says that. Everyone who looks at the case, they're like, and then the whole thing was done. Oh my god, it was so crazy. The fact that I didn't have a lawyer, man, they took advantage of that shit. They took advantage of
Didn't
that
the lawyer?
shit,
Didn't the judge tell you to get a lawyer?
And I'm gonna get.
See, she makes it. Olivia is a master at making herself be a victim. She was instructed to get a lawyer numerous times. Numerous times. So they took advantage. You're stupid. You don't even have a high school diploma, sis. You did not finish high school, and it doesn't mean that everyone who didn't finish high school is dumb, but at the end of the day, you have less education than what you should have at your grown ass age of 32 years old. And your level of understanding, like, I'm sorry, there's things that you learn all the way up to senior year that help you with life. That's why it's compulsory. They want you to get this so it will help you. This is everything you need to know to make it. Now, does it mean you're going to make it to $1 million? Maybe some people will. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is this: you don't have that. So they took advantage. What are they supposed to do? They've told you numerous times to get a lawyer. You don't think Gerard's lawyer is there to help Gerard win his case? You think Gerard's lawyer is there to help you win your case? You're acting dumb, Olivia. The judge, if the judge feels that you are not, as a family court judge, if they feel that you are irresponsible, he's going, or she is going to award the children where he thinks they need to go.
Into like in depth with y'all, like it's like I didn't even need a lawyer. I did such a good job on my own, and they just got me with these.
You did such a good job on your own. That's why you're home by yourself.
Like
girl, think about that.
When I fully complied. Here, baby. So it was the drug test and it was the court services, which the court services is having somebody come and look at your house. Now, when the lady was supposed to come and look at my house, it was right around the time it was back to school. I didn't get not one child support check yet. I wasn't getting no help. I was
ma'am, you turned down child support. You turned it down. You could have had one amount. You turned it down. You wanted more. So the fact that you didn't have the money you say you needed to handle your business, that was your fault.
Paying all my bills by myself, and I needed that back to school money for their clothes, their shoes, their supplies, because he wasn't giving me a dime. Okay, he didn't give me a dime of money, nothing.
So you thought because of whatever privilege you're sitting on that you could divert money to buy clothes and shoes rather than pay what you needed to pay to have the inspection to keep the kids at home. Just think about that. You couldn't stretch the clothes they had to get the absolute and very important inspection done to keep your children. You decided to go buy clothes and shoes and backpacks. That was smart.
And he wouldn't help me. So I didn't have the money, all of the money to give to the lady to come and see my house at that moment. I gave her half of the money, but I didn't give her the money in time. I didn't give her the money in the right amount of time that I had to give her the money. So I did pay her half of her money before the next court hearing. And I did comply with the drug test.
This is so ghetto.
Just took the technical things that she didn't really come see my house yet. And technically I didn't finish the drug test because the nail test wasn't retaken because I was never ordered to retake the nail test. So they got me over technicalities. Didn't do shit wrong. Didn't neglect my kids. Didn't abuse my kids. Didn't hurt my kids. Was doing everything a mother is supposed to be doing. But they know I didn't have a lawyer, nobody to defend me, no one who knew the law, and that they were pretty much not following the laws. So yeah. But that's how it can be done to any of you guys out here.
Yeah, most of us are not going. Most women out here are not going to waste the time getting married and go on a girls' trip 2 months after you get married. That's number one. And then number two, if they did happen to go on a girls' trip 2 months after they get married, aren't going to bust it wide open for some random dude on the girls' trip with a bunch of people you don't like. Who does that? You just get married. That's called the honeymoon phase. Most women who are getting married are not running off to a girls' trip in the first year that they're married. Not that you can't go do that, but most women also aren't going to go bust it open and cheat on their husbands either. Like, what in the whole fuck are you doing? That's weird. That's slorish and slutty.
I wrote get a lawyer. Yeah, well, I was stupid.
Yeah, you were stupid. Exactly.
And trust me, Shelly, is that your name, Shelly? When I tell you that I have learned from my mistakes and nothing like this will ever happen to me again, yeah, I know, babe. I know. And like I said, I'm not coming on here asking you guys, what should I do? What should I do? Tell me what to do. I know what I'm going to do. I know my next actions that I'm taking. But I'm simply coming on here because I have been, my character has been dragged through the mud by so many people. And you know what, you guys, I take responsibility for all of that. Every single person that I called a friend, a lover, a whatever, I let them into my life. I let them onto my platform, and I gave them access to my audience to paint me out to be whatever the hell they wanted to paint me out to be. That was my fault. And I know that. And moving forward, that will never happen again. Never again. But it was all lies. It was all just to defame my character and make me look like a certain type of way. And I don't know why people do this to me, because I'm telling you, when I'm with somebody or I'm friends with somebody, I go out of my way and I love them. I just feel like people really take my kindness and they take my kindness for weakness. And they know that I'm a kind person and I go out of my way and I love people unconditionally, and they flip that shit and they use it against me to hurt me. That's pretty much all it is. So that's fine. That's why I'm closed off and I don't trust people, and I never will trust people. And I have to be.
I think she doesn't trust people because she knows she's not trustworthy. At the end of the day, when I mean, look, when I hear people say that they don't trust people, honestly, I almost feel like it's because you know that there's something not trustworthy in you. What you have to trust is that you don't need to give all of your trust to any one person. You need to keep your eyes open and you need to be vigilant, because at the end of the day, you are valuable. And if you don't treat yourself as such, people are going to do weird shit to you, like what we've heard of all this week. I've heard probably the most bad news this week of so many different homicides and brutality than I've ever heard in my whole entire life. I feel like it's just been a miserable cluster of horror. Okay. Every time you turn on the news or the internet, there's some atrocity happening to someone in even a more brutal fashion. It's just the most disgusting, horrific thing that I have seen in a very long time. And you have to have a healthy discernment out here for your surroundings and the type of people that you're hanging around with. And you keep people with that damn long handled ass spoon. If you know someone is not trustworthy, you handle them accordingly. You don't have to not trust people. You have to trust yourself. Okay? You have to trust yourself. But if you don't know yourself and can't trust yourself, well, you're going to get tricked every time. You're going to get tricked out, tricked on, and fooled. Okay? That's what's going to happen. And you're going to be out here looking stupid. Okay?
Be very, very particular with who I fuck with, and never let anybody on my platform ever again, because
that's a lie.
Every single person I dealt with did that to me. And I promise you, all I ever did was look out for them and love them. That's all I ever did. All I ever did. What, baby? What? What you want? What you want? But I think this is like the most cruelest thing you can ever do to a woman, is play with a woman about her kids. Like, you don't do this shit.
He's not playing with you about your kids. They're gone.
You know that you would
He's
never
not playing with you.
Not with me. I would never, ever forgive a person for doing this shit to me. Ever. Because you don't do this to a woman. Especially a woman who cares and who has been there and who has given her all. Has given her all for her kids. I could see if I was not no shit and I didn't care and I was out in the club partying and I was like, here you go, you take the kids, I'm gone.
The lie
I could see if I was like that.
That was a lie.
Yeah.
The lie detective determined that was a lie.
All I wanted to be happy too. I wanted to find a man. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to move on with my life and live my life. But see, women, we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to move on. Ooh, you like the massage. He loves massages, y'all. I be rubbing his head. I be rubbing his back and his shoulders. Ooh, AJ like a massage.
Okay, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to jump ahead a little bit. This video has a lot in it. We're right here at the 43:53 mark. I may resume and do a part 2 to this, come back, but we're almost at an hour. But what I want to do is jump ahead to right here, right at this moment, and then we're going to ride this on out. But if you want me to react in that next hour portion from 43:53 to 1:45, let me know down in the comments. Let me know down in the comments, and we can finish this video up in a part 2. But as far as right now, we're gonna take up right here and keep it moving, because girl, we'll have to start this fresh at that moment. And let's hear what sis has to say some more. But the delusion is real. The depression, she said she's been very, very, very depressed. And I get it. I would be extremely depressed to be in this type of situation, but she has done it to herself. No one is feeling sorry for you. I think all of these women can put themselves in your shoes, but I think most of us with some good sense would never get into these shoes because they know who they're dealing with. Most of us would never want to try our baby fathers or husbands in this manner ever anyway. And the fact that you kept trying to play Gerard the long way, that's your fault. That's your fault because Gerard got up on that computer and sis, he fixed your ass. He found a judge who ruled on that ass. And you're sitting at home alone. And you should have realized that man wasn't playing with you.
Come on, come on. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be up all night because our sleep has been messed up. I'm about to take a flight in a couple days, y'all.
A flight where?
Oh, this baby. Okay, Papa.
I wonder if maybe she's going to Cali to go find her mom.
Yeah, I want to see that movie Smile. Your schedule's jacked up too, girl. Tell me about it. My schedule is so messed up. I'm happy that I can crack you guys up. Look, like I said, I'm gonna keep talking about this. Period. Until I can have my kids, I'm gonna keep talking about this. Until you stop playing with me, I'm gonna keep talking about this.
And you're going to end up regretting it, I think.
Yeah, go ahead. Go do what you gotta do. I got you.
I think it's gonna be a problem for you, sis.
Mommy got you, baby. Go ahead. Do whatever you do, baby. I don't care. Just stop playing with me. I'm just telling the truth, y'all. That's all I'm doing. I'm not making nothing up. People don't like the truth thing out there, though. They like the lies better. The lies make them look better. You feel me? Okay. Black Panther's a good movie. Girl, I heard it's good. I heard people were crying up in the theater. Okay, that's enough. That is enough. Here you go. Open the mouth. I heard Black Panther is really good. I want to watch Smile though, but I'm scared. I'm scared to watch it by myself, y'all. And no, I don't have a man. I know people are like, oh, she doesn't have a man. She's a lonely ass bitch. She ain't got nobody. But
okay, Smile. I had to look it up because I didn't know what it was. Let's see. Let's share this tab. Smile. Let me make sure that this is sharing. Okay, I guess you can see this. After witnessing a bizarre traumatic incident involving a patient, Dr. Rose Cotter starts experiencing frightening occurrences that she can't explain. Rose must confront her troubling past in order to survive and escape her horrifying new reality. I don't even know. This looks weird. Do we want to even see a trailer? I don't even know. It looks like she's in a body bag over here. This is Guys, go check it out. I will drop the link, but at the end of the day, girl, this is the horror show we're watching right now.
Listen, when you had men, all types of men, you guys, sometimes you just want to take a break. Why can't I take a break from dick? Why can't I take a break from having a man? Why can't
She's
I be
so classy, right?
My damn self? Yeah. Why does it look down upon so much? Sorry, y'all. Let me get this one. Here you go. You want to hold this? Ooh.
Nobody cares if you take a break, sis. Be our guest.
Why does it look down upon when a woman is by herself?
No one's looking down on you.
Let me see if you want some food. You want some food? No, really, y'all. That's a question. I really want to answer. So we have carrots, sweet corn, and pumpkin. You want some? Ooh, that's good.
I'm just waiting to see a roach.
Ooh, you like that? Yeah, he likes that.
I'm just waiting to see a roach walk by.
Oh, Papa.
I'm waiting to see a roach walk by and wave at the camera.
That is crazy because we be living our best life. Girl, I just don't know why.
Who said it's frowned upon? How many people thought Olivia should sit her ass down
on your own? He got super quiet, girl. Yes, because he's playing with this chocolate right here and he's eating. I gave him one of these chocolates to hold on to. Here. I think it is a beautiful thing. Look at my hair, y'all.
Get up off the internet. Get up off of POF.
How long my hair got, y'all? When you can stand by yourself and be by yourself. Hell yeah, he wants to eat. Fuck for real. Yeah, time for yourself is important. It really is. No. Seriously, you guys, it is. It really is.
I think
like you'll never really understand how important it is. until you take that.
This is my opinion, guys. I know we're right at an hour. Olivia is cuckoo. Homegirl is going bananas. Okay. I'm serious. Something is wrong. Homegirl needs some help. Homegirl needs to call a doctor. Homegirl is losing it. And she really needs some intervention. She is very bitter. She's angry. She doesn't know what the hell is going on. And she is called loco. She is what I would call loco. Homegirl is losing it. Do you hear me? Okay.
Time and you're by yourself. Like, you'll never understand how important it is for your mental, for everything. So yeah, you know, I'm by myself. I have fun and I let people take me out from time to time and I enjoy it. Okay. I mean, look.
As soon as she starts talking about some dick, she's good. She's that good. Do you see that? Do you see a little smile on her face?
One day soon. Okay.
She is obsessed.
I enjoy just being me and being by myself. Here. And I already told y'all. Here. Oh, big boy. I already told y'all. I want to get myself up to a point where, like, I want to meet because that's what we do. We go out and we find a person on our level. We find a person our equal. You know what I mean? We attract what we are, essentially. So most of the time, some people luck up and some people, you know. And I say that because I was just watching this 2020. This lady who was not shit. She found this old ass man with money, and this nigga married her and gave her $500,000 when he married her. And he was like, I want you to go and build your brand, build yourself up. I want you to build a fortune for yourself. This man married this woman and gave her $500,000 off rip. And all she had to do was be a good woman to this man. He took in her babies. He loved her. And this woman cheated on him. Ugh, she was ain't shit, bitch.
Sounds just like you.
Anyway.
Sounds like the sloppy shackins.
I mean, he wasn't attractive. He was like an old man and whatever. But look, you gonna be supportive.
Okay. I mean, you're talking Anna Nicole Smith. You're talking Erica Jane from Real Housewives. Her and her, you know, billionaire lawyer husband. You're talking about a lot of women. At the end of the day, you know how many women get a cash deposit on the wedding day who are marrying men with money? A lot of them. That's just something that you will never know anything about because you're certainly not on that level. But at the end of the day, I guess a bitch can dream. But homegirl, girl, you're delusional. You don't qualify for that type of treatment. You'll never be in the company of that type of a man. You will never work at those type of a club because they're not looking for you. They like trophy wives, and you are far from a trophy. Look at you. You need to look in the mirror, sis, and understand what you're working with and be realistic. You are delusional. You need to get back on topic. You started this out that you were upset because you didn't have your kids and your ex-husband is doing you wrong. Now you're talking about billionaires and getting cash deposits, dealing with other men that you don't even qualify for. What are you talking about?
And love me, love my children, pay for girl. I'm gonna treat you like the king that you are, daddy. Come over here and come get this work. Okay, period. Anyway, and I feel like once you're with somebody and they treat you so good, you'll develop an attraction to them, period. She was crazy. Anyway, essentially though, most of the time, you attract what you are. Okay, so that's why them two over there, the Boxy twins, it makes perfect sense why he attracted that type of woman in his life because of the type of person he is. But for me, I want something
I promise you, this is my prediction for 2023. Okay, this is my prediction. Hold on, let me see. This is my prediction for 2023. Let me talk to you about this really quick. Olivia, the judge is Gerard is going to file a motion for a gag order, and you're going to have to shut the fuck up. That's number one. Number two, you're going to get even less time with your kids because of number one. All right. And then when you completely lose it, number three, you may not have access to your children, which is something I would hate for you. And I would hate, honestly, I would hate more for Gerard to have to manage because I don't think he wants to really take you away from your kids. But you need to shut up, lady. You really do, because you say a lot of really dumb things and you are very, very bitter and it's not a good look. And you need to be quiet. You are hurting your children by this dialogue and it's not going to do you any good. Let's listen to a little bit more and we're going to shut this down.
I want something grand. I have an idea of what I want. But it's going to take me time to acquire that because I need to be in a better position in my life to acquire that type of man. So, yeah, I know that. So that's why I'm cool. I'm chilling. I damn sure ain't gonna get with another bum. I'm not gonna get with no other nigga to waste my goddamn time. Why? For some DICK? No, girl. I can do that myself. I can pleasure myself. I'm good.
Ew, she said she
I
could
just learned so
pleasure
much, y'all. I
herself.
just learned so
Oh my
much.
God.
I'm not wasting my time, my energy, my body. They don't appreciate it anyway. They want to get online and talk shit. You weirdos. No, I'm good. It's called upgrading, girl. Period. Yeah, and I really, yeah. And it's not even like I want to upgrade. So I'm not trying to like outdo the last. That's not my point either. My point is just get somebody who's up to my standards. You know what I mean? My standards. I don't care what the internet thinks. I don't care what my ex thinks. I don't care how it looks. I don't care how it feels. I want somebody that I want. And I know somebody that I want, a nigga that's worth something, a loyal person, a good person, a person that got shit on his own, and he's independent. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold out for that one because there's not too many like that. Especially men. Men are so weak these days.
The ones who are like that, they don't want you, sis. You know why? You are living in a house by yourself with a fatherless baby and 3 other children who live across town with your ex-husband who took your kids away because the judge said they were unfit. You think a top-notch dude is coming for you with a resume like that? Sis, stop it.
They can't do shit on their own. They depend on a woman for everything. It's so rare when you find an independent man.
Oh my God.
You would think men, that's how men are supposed to be, independent. Ooh, so good. You eating all your food, huh?
Girl, you don't even know what Gerard is doing right now. You have no idea.
That's what I noticed. And it's happened with each and every man I've been with. Not just one and not just 2. Okay, not just 3. No, every single last one of them. Every single last one of them. You don't think I used to
the sad thing is for her, the sad thing for Olivia is that she knows Gerard from 10 years ago. She knows the man she was dealing with up until a couple of years ago. This man has had time away from her. He is caring for his children full time. And it's a different situation. Yes, he has someone. He met someone. That someone is helping him, but he's the primary custodial parent. And he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders. Plus, he's got the help of his family behind him. Don't be mad because he's got a family, because he's got help, because he met someone, because he's got ride or dies. It just, it's the hating for me.
Oh, y'all. That little him paying the bills was so short-lived, baby. I always had a job, y'all. Please don't. Borrowing money over here and borrowing money from my mama, my grandmama. Baby, please. He paid the bills. And then once his YouTube thing started jumping, baby, I was paying all the bills.
Well, whose fault is that? That's your problem.
Yeah,
don't complain now. He's paying them all somewhere else.
That's crazy.
Or he's doing what he's got to do somewhere else.
And then when he left me, I found a whole bunch of text messages on his phone. That lady was sending him money. That lady funded him to come back out here. That lady was putting money in his pocket. I'm telling you, all these niggas bums.
Maybe she wanted to be a friend.
I'm good. I'll be by myself until I find the right one. I'm not that desperate. Ooh. She crazy as fuck. Girl, no, she's desperate. I mean, look, if it wasn't gonna be her, it was gonna be another desperate.
What about you and Zolo? What were you doing?
Look at all the women who stick up for him.
Zolo didn't have anything. I mean, he says that he was paying his share of whatever he needed to pay when he was there. But at the end of the day, he said that he wanted to be with someone who didn't really need his money because he wanted to try to build himself up. So at a certain point, like, weren't you paying for everything? That's what you said. That's what you're used to. You are a pick-me. You are a do-girl. I mean, I'm sorry. That's exactly what happened, unfortunately. You know, I mean, if you felt like you were investing into someone and you didn't mind paying because you had the money, I mean, I guess that's up to you. But the bottom line is that you can't knock Antonisha for being there for him and wanting to be a support for him. And you were basically doing the same thing. That's not, you know, I mean, come on. You were doing the same thing.
They just like him. They just like her. Desperate. Oh, he got a job. He got a job. He got a job. Like, they ain't never seen a nigga with a job. That's your qualifications. He got a job. What about loyal? What about faithful? What about a man of God?
Her
What about
qualification is dick.
there's so much more that makes a man a man. Not just, oh, he got a job, girl. He got a job. Like, ew. Ew. Bitch, a bum can have a job. Oh, girl. Let me hush, because look, I'm being too real for y'all tonight. People gonna get mad about me. Just want better for yourself, ladies. That's all. Expect better. If we start
All of a
expecting
sudden,
more
okay.
out of these men,
Motivational
they won't be able
live.
to shortchange us with this. I got a job. Okay, I can do whatever the fuck I want up in this bitch because bitch, I got a job. Well, nigga, we got a job too. But you quick to leave when a bitch cheats on you. You quick to leave when a bitch ain't faithful to you. You quick to leave when a bitch don't want to cook. Oh, okay, we gotta pay bills, cook, be faithful, be a good woman. But you got a job, so you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Nah, that's why I'm single. I'm S-I-N-G. Okay, girl. Nah, I'm good, y'all. I'm too much. I'm too much for these men. That's why it's another thing. I gotta get a man that can keep up with me. You know what I mean? Most of these niggas are slow. Girl, they slow as hell. They don't know what's up. Anyway,
Guys,
let's go.
kids.
We had a good talk. I feel better. I feel like good because I got so much stuff out of me. Like I said, I'm always gonna tell the truth. I'm always gonna keep it real. And yeah, that's just that on that. That's why what that lady say? I made him stand on that. Now he's asking to stand me now? Yeah. Yeah. They all can't stand me. Because I make their ass stand on it. Period. Girl, period.
This internet gets her.
Okay. Let me go. I love you guys so much.
This internet is gonna get her in trouble beyond belief.
I just want you ladies to think more of yourself, to take everything that I've been through. And I'm for real. This baby keeps going to his brother and sister's room all the time. Like he's looking for them or something. Take everything that I go through, even though most of y'all will never go through the shit that I've gone through, because most y'all baby daddies are not cutthroat like mine are. Most y'all baby daddies know. Okay, they know. But I'm telling you, there's some sprinkled up in here that are just made like women. Okay, period. They're cut like us. They're worse than us because they're men, so they don't know how to really deal with their emotions. They're worse at dealing with their emotions. So they kind of just super fucking reckless ass women acting niggas out here. Yeah, it's a hot mess. But for the most part, y'all baby daddies don't play with y'all like this. Unfortunately, I just have to get the most feminine ass niggas, and I gotta deal with what I gotta deal with. It is what it is. But regardless, take my experiences, want better for yourself. Don't settle for every and anything because a nigga got a job. Because y'all deserve everything. Y'all deserve it all. Y'all deserve it all. Okay?
Do you hear this pep talk?
I'm telling you right now. Here, Whoa. But I love y'all. I love y'all so much, okay? And we'll be back. I'll be back later. I'll see you guys later. Love y'all. Bye, guys. Thank you guys for watching, okay? I want you guys to take everything that I've been through. And I'm for real. This baby keeps going to his brother and sister's room all the time. Like he's looking for them or something. Take everything that I go through, even though most of y'all will never go through the shit that I've gone through, because most y'all baby daddies are not cutthroat like mine are. Most y'all baby daddies know. Okay, they know.
Most of your baby daddies are not cutthroat like mine are. Most of your baby daddies are not cutthroat like mine are.
But I'm telling you, there's some sprinkled up in here that are just made like women. Okay, period. They're cut like us. They're worse than us because they're men, so they don't know how to really deal with their emotions. They're worse at dealing with their emotions. So they kind of just super fucking reckless ass women acting niggas out here. Yeah, it's a hot mess. But for the most part, y'all baby daddies don't play with y'all like this. Unfortunately, I just have to get the most feminine ass niggas. So
she's got the most feminine ass ninjas for baby daddies. I wonder who she's talking about, guys.
I gotta deal with what I gotta deal with. It is what it is. But regardless, take my experiences, want better for yourself. Don't settle for every and anything.
So don't let Olivia tell you that AJ's dad is some nice, kind soul from Florida. She said cutthroat ass, feminine ass. Who has she used those adjectives about outside of Gerard? Olivia, you just told on yourself, sis. See, when you're a whole blabbermouth and you talk too much, girl, clearly we know who you're talking about. Zolo, like they've been saying on the YouTube streets, go get your baby. Go get your baby, sir. Olivia, you sitting up there telling on yourself, and we heard it, and that's it, and that's all.
Nigga got a job because y'all deserve everything. Y'all deserve it all. Y'all deserve it all. Okay? I'm telling you right now. Here, whoa. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Love you. I'll be back here. You guys here.
Okay, guys, there you have it. We did about an hour of Olivia's video, and a mess. Was she talking about Zolo bands, cutthroat ass, feminine ass? I mean, that's what I think she feels like. Zolo comes with the bitch assness, and I think she obviously has called Gerard a bitch on numerous occasions, which obviously is not right, but that's also not a way to get favor from your baby father. Most men don't respond well to be calling bitches. I'm just saying that's probably not what you want to do to have the man respond well to you. But Olivia just cannot seem to get out of her way. All she ever wants to do is downgrade and degrade people that are not on the program with her. She's very bitter. She's extremely bitter, guys. And that's it. And that's all, guys. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to hit the the like button. And make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, so next time I go live, you can be in the chat, because that's how we do it over here, okay? Also, if you want me to react to the other part of this video from about 43 to 143, 145, whatever, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. If you're in the premiere, if you're upon the replay, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure to hit the like button, and that's it, and that's all. Thank you so much for being here today, and I will see you next time I go live or post another video. Take care. Have a great day, guys.